My name is Veronica Salazar. We are Team 6, and our topic is viruses. Our team is conformed by Alberto Sael, Frida Naomi, Renata Isabela, Andrea Polanco, Santiago Sánchez, and me, Veronica Salazar.
According to the bit of morphology, viruses are acellular. That is, they are biological entities that do not have a cellular structure. Therefore, they lack most of the components of cells, such as organelles, ribosomes, and the plasma membrane. Viruses are classified into 4 groups based on shape: filamentous, isometric, or icosahedral, and head and tail. Viruses range in size from less than 100 nanometers in diameter to several hundred nanometers in length in the case of the filoviral. All viruses contain a nucleic acid genome and a protective protein code.
Viruses are tiny particles, smaller than prokaryotic cells. Viruses are not cells and cannot replicate without help, but they do have nucleic acids, and they can evolve. There are complex viruses with additional structures such as protein tails. Although viruses differ in their shape and structure, typically about 100 times smaller than bacteria, they all are made up of DNA molecule encased in a protein shell.
So now I'm going to describe the virus. A virus is an infectious microbe consisting of a segment of nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA, surrounded by a protein coat. A virus cannot replicate alone. Instead, it must infect cells and use components of the host cell to make copies of itself. Often, a virus ends up killing the host cell, in the process causing damage to the host organism. Well, we all have learned a lot more about viruses in the last 2 years, but in fact, viruses infect many organisms. So you'll have viruses that infect fungi, viruses that infect bacteria, and we can learn a lot about how viruses maintain themselves by studying viruses that infect a whole host of species.
Okay, a virus is made up of a DNA or RNA genome inside a protein code called a capsid. Some viruses have an outer membrane envelope. Viruses are among the smallest microorganisms, usually ranging from 0.02 to 0.3 micrometers, although several very large viruses up to 1 micrometer have been discovered. Viruses are mainly classified by phenotypic characteristics such as capsid, nucleic acid type, protein type, replicative cycle, host organism, and the type of disease they cause.
Okay, next are the 6 examples of viruses. The number 1 is adenovirus. Adenovirus are highly contagious family of viruses that infect both humans and other animals. They are encapsulate double-stranded DNA viruses that can cause illness or disease such as respiratory tract infections, conjunctivitis, hemorrhagic cities, and gastroenteritis. The second virus is hepatitis C. Hepatitis C is a virus, small RNA virus with a icosahedral nucleocapsid and envelope belonging to the genus Evacivirus on the family Flaviviridae. More than 170 million people worldwide are infected with hepatitis C virus is that one of the leading causes of chronic hepatitis worldwide. The third virus is the SARS-CoV-2, the most common, most killed coronavirus is a species of virus consisting of many strains phylogenetically related to several acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus that have been shown to possess the capability to infect humans, bats, and certain other mammals.
HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. HIV attacks the immune system, weakening the body's ability to fight infection and disease. It can lead to AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which is the advanced stage of the infection. It is transmitted mainly through unprotected sex and the sharing of contaminated needles and from mother to child during childbirth or breastfeeding. Herpes simplex. There are two main types of herpes simplex, HSV1 and HSV2. Both types cause painful sores or blisters on the skin or mucous membranes. HSV1 usually causes cold sores around the mouth, while HSV2 is associated with genital herpes. It is transmitted through direct contact with an active lesion or through saliva in the case of oral herpes. Human papillomavirus. HPV is a diverse group of viruses that affect the skin and mucous membranes. Some strains of HPV are associated with genital warts, while others can cause cancer, including cervical and throat cancer. It is transmitted primarily through sexual contact, and vaccines are available to prevent infection to certain strains of HPV.